everyone, today's it is about when you both get into a car accident. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. And let's get going. You sat next to Bakugou in the car, your fingers intertwined, as the radio softly plays your favorite song. The city lights blur past you, creating a mesmerizing dance of colors. The comfortable silence between you speaks volumes, a testament to the deep connection you share. Suddenly, the screech of tires shatters the tranquility, and the world spins out of control. The impact was deafening, metal crunching against metal. Your heart lurches as the car is thrown off its course, and everything goes dark. When you regain consciousness, you are disoriented, your vision blurred and head throbbing. Bakugou, are you okay? You manage to croak out, panic rising in your chest. There was no response. Frantically, you unbuckle your seatbelt and reach out, your hand brushing against Bakugou's arm. Relief floats through you as he stirs, groaning softly. Bakugou, please say something. You plead, your voice trembling with fear. I'm fine. He grumbles, his voice strained but reassuring. Just a bit bandaged up. He let out a shaky breath, but grateful that he's alive. Gently, you reach over to check for injuries, your fingers trembling as they brush against his skin. We need to get out of here, you murmur, your mind racing with worry. Together, you manage to push open the door. The cold night air hitting against your skin like a punch to the gut. Sirens wail in the distance, and you realize that help was already on the way, thankfully. But for now, it was just you and Bakugou, clinging to each other in the aftermath of the crash. As you wait for the paramedics to arrive, you find solace in each other's presence. Bakugou's hand never leaves yours. He's such a lifeline into the chaos. I love you, he whispers, his voice raw with emotion. Tears well up in your eyes, and you pull him into a tight embrace. I love you too. You whisper back, your words a promise for the future. In that moment, you realize just how precious life is, and how lucky you are to have each other. As you cling to Bakugou amidst the wreckage, you know that together, you can weather any storm that comes your way. As the paramedics arrive and whisk you both away to the hospital, you find yourselves holding on to each other even tighter. The emergency room was a whirlwind of activity, but Bakugou never leaves your side, his presence anchoring you in the midst of the chaos. Hours pass in a blur of doctors, nurses, and medical procedures. You hold onto Bakugou's hand, offering silent support as he undergoes examinations and treatments. The fear of losing each other hangs heavy in the air, but you refuse to let it consume you. Finally, the doctor gives you both the all clear, albeit with a few bumps and bruises. As you are discharged from the hospital, Bakugou insists on driving you home himself, despite his injuries. You protest, but he simply shakes his head, determination etched into every line of his face. The car ride home was quiet, the events of the night weighing heavily on both of your minds. You steal glances at Bakugou, taking in the way his jaw was set in a familiar Southern expression. Despite everything, you can't help but feel a surge of love for him, grateful beyond words that he was by your side. When you finally arrived home, Bakugou helps you out of the car, his movements careful, yet determined. You leaned against him for support, feeling the warmth of his body against yours. Thank you, you whisper, your voice barely above a murmur. Bakugou pulls you into his arms, holding you close as if he never wants to let you go. I'll always be here for you, no matter what. He murmurs, his voice rough with emotion. You bury your face in his chest, breathing in the scent of his cologne that mingled with the smell of the hospital. In this moment, nothing else matters but the two of you, bound together by love. and the promise of a future that was filled with endless possibilities. As you stand there in each other's arms, you know that no matter what challenges may come your way, you'll face them together, hand in hand. Because in the end, love was the strongest force of all, capable of overcoming even the most devastating of crashes. The following days were a whirlwind of recovery and healing. Neo and Bakugou spent countless days by each other's side, nursing each other back to health with gentle touches and whispered words of encouragement. Despite the pain and discomfort, there was a sense of peace that comes from being together. Every moment was spent there, in each other's company, was just a reminder of just how lucky you were to have found one another. As the days turn into weeks, you find yourselves growing even closer, if that was even possible. Every shared smile and every tender kiss only serves to strengthen the bond between you even more. But amidst the healing, there was still a sense of fear. Fear of what could have been. Fear of what the future might hold. You tried to push it aside, to focus on the present moment, but it has always been there, lurking in the shadows. One evening, as you sat together on the couch, watching the sunset through the window, Bakugou breaks the silence. "Hey," he begins, his voice hesitant, yet determined. "I've been thinking about something." You turn to look at him, curiously piqued. "About what?" He takes a deep breath, his gaze never leaving yours. "About us. About our future." Your heart skips a beat, anticipation coursing through your veins. "What about it?" Bakugou reaches out, taking your hand in his. "I don't want to waste any time. Life is too short, too precious, and I really want to spend every moment I have with you." Tears prick at the corners of your eyes as you listen to his words. "I feel the same way." You whisper, your voice barely a murmur. Without another word, Bakugou leans in, pressing a soft kiss to your lips. In that moment, surrounded by the warmth of his embrace, you know that no matter what challenges may come your way, you'll face them together, hand in hand and heart to heart. Because in the end, love was really the strongest force of all, capable of overcoming even the most devastating of crashes. And, together, Neo and Bakugou were really unstoppable. Thank you guys for listening. Hope you liked this video. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. And goodbye!